Your hangover, mommy.
Hello people, it's me Cassandra. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to be reviewing my latest Sephora purchase, which is the Kat Von D Serpentina palette. I got a couple of her new brushes as well, and also her new concealer, one shade of her new concealer. So I've used that a little bit. I'm not really going to be talking much about those. The brushes are great. I love them. They're very stylistic and very beautiful, very soft, and work really well. And the concealer I've only used a couple of times, and it's good stuff. I mean, it's I would say medium to full coverage, definitely buildable, lots of good color options. So, but I'm not really here to talk about those. I have been waiting desperately to open this. I wanted this to be a genuine, just first impressions unboxing video. So I've had this for a couple of days, about 4 days, and I've been literally dying to open this. Okay? Dying. You don't understand the amount of willpower it took for me not to open this. And I'm not good at willpower. I'm not. Yeah, that's why I'm like 60 pounds overweight. It's because the willpower is non-existent typically. But for you guys, I held out. I was strong. And so I'm going to get into it. This is the box that it comes in. It's black on black with the little symbol in gold, reflective, metallic print there. The back is a diagram of the palette. It has all of the names. This palette is a Egyptian-inspired palette. Specifically, Cleopatra is what she said was sort of her vibe that she was using. And on the back, it has a little quote from Kat about the inspiration for the palette, in addition to the names of the colors. And the names of the colors are Blood Milk, which I know is an artist that she's friends with, Medusa, Ankh, Queen, Hieroglyph, Nile, Scarab, Venom, and then Prophet is supposed to be the loose pigment. Hopefully I said all those correctly. There's a couple that are a little iffy. And ingredients on this side. Okay. I'm gonna have to like tear it to get into it. Alright, there we go. So the box has a lot of attention to detail. On the inside flap, there's some little stars printed in gray on gray. Cute. And here she is. So the same print that's on the box is on the front, and the same little diagram that's on the back of the box is also on the back of the palette. It's got a nice weight to it. I love the beautiful trim detail here. This is just a printed foil. It looks metallic and almost like it could be raised, but it's not. But it's a beautiful effect. So I'm going to go in. Okay. So the mirror is quite small. I mean, you can see either your mouth or your eyes, definitely not both. And the mirror has the really beautiful trim detail as well. I don't want to blind you with this, but little trim detail here. The same symbol here, that is the T on the Serpentina. You can't bend it back because of the thickness of the box. I'm going to let you get up close and personal with this palette. There's no brush in this palette, which is fine with me because I don't usually use brushes that come with a palette. So there she is. Now, oh, it's magnetic. So the lid closes with a little invisible magnetic closure. Very nice. The only thing that I would say is a little bit weird to me is it looks like the writing on the back of the palette, which says Serpentina eyeshadow palette, and then it says it in another language. It's a slightly raised gold foiled lettering that is on the rest of the palette, but it looks like it's upside down. So this is the top of the palette, and then this is the writing. There. I think I get it. I think I understand. Maybe she was going for like a book feeling where you set it this way. Maybe. In which case, I guess it would then make sense. Because if you were to set it that way like a book, the letters would be more in the correct direction. But if you're not setting it that way, and it's just on the bottom, then the letters are upside down on the back. So that's a little bit weird to me. Now for the important part. The swatch out. So I'm going to swatch the whole palette except probably the pigment. I'll save the pigment for last and do that separately. Okay people, this is the palette all swatched out for you except for the pigment. Now this is Blood Milk, which is a really beautiful matte. There's only 2 mattes in the palette. That's going to be the first color and the last color. This matte is kind of a bricky color. It's really pretty. It is a little on the dry side. Both of the mattes are a tiny bit dry, but didn't go on patchy, so I guess I'm okay with it. This one is Medusa, and it's a beautiful kind of antiqued bronze metallic. This one is called Ankh, which is that symbol that makes up the letter T of the word Serpentina on the palette. It's the Egyptian symbol of life, apparently, and this is a black matte with gold glitter in it. I'll show you an up close of that one because the glitter is probably difficult to appreciate on the swatch out. This one, oh my god, this is one of my favorites. This is Queen. It's an absolutely beautiful kind of a plum metallic. Oh my god, it is so beautiful. And this one I think is the creamiest of the palette. So the metallics were fairly creamy, but this one was definitely the most, and the others were a little less so, a little less than I was expecting actually. This is Hieroglyph, and it is a copper, like a straight copper metallic. Absolutely beautiful. The pigmentation on this, you guys, is really beautiful, even though the metallics aren't quite as kind of creamy as I was expecting. The pigmentation is still really nice, and they still went on really smooth, and this was just a one stroke of these colors. The blue is Nile, and it is an electric blue. It is really gorgeous. This one I love. This is another one of my favorites, but I love basically any shade of green I'm drawn to, like teal green, any green I'm going to be drawn to. So I guess it's not too surprising. This is one of my favorites, and this is called Scarab. Gorgeous, gorgeous, metallic, foiled, like tealish green. Oh my gosh. Definitely these two people love. This one's gorgeous as well. And then the last one is Venom, and it is a matte purple. Again, a little on the dry side. It went on okay though, not patchy. I don't know that it's going to blend out great when I'm just rubbing it back and forth a couple of times. It's starting to fade a little bit. Of course, I don't have any primer or anything like that on underneath it. For me so far, the hands down winners on this palette are going to be just those gorgeous, gorgeous metallics that are in here, especially Queen and Scarab. Oh my goodness. I'm like so excited to play with those two colors. I can't even tell you. Now then, I'm going to get out the Prophet, which is the pigment. It does come out of the palette in its own little container. Get this bad boy opened up. So I'm trying to pull the tape off, and the whole lid just came off. Can you see that? Yeah, that's probably not ideal. Let me try to put that back. Oh my god. No, you didn't. Okay, let's try. I'm gonna hold. So if I'm using tweezers. So on all the products that I get that have, you know, the tape over the top, I always use my tweezers to pull it off. And I can't say that I've had that issue really occur, and the tab just pulled off. So the tape tab just has been ripped off by my tweezers, so that's great. I mean, you guys, the tape on this is no joke. It is no joke. It is not wanting to come off. I've got enough lifted I might be able to use my fingers now. You hear that? Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Okay. A little bit of an overkill on the tape job. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I don't know if all that was necessary. And hopefully I'll be able to get the lid back on it. You guys, I don't know who made that tape, but maybe they should start making like industrial adhesives, because that was no joke. And hopefully I can get my lid to go back on and stay on, because that will be a total bummer. Because that would freaking suck if that doesn't go back on. It looks like it is, though. It looks like it's going back on. So I'm just going to get a lid brush and pick up some of that pigment that came through when the tape came off. So I'm just going to do it dry on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to do it wetted on the back of my hand as well. Why not? Okay, guys. It's kind of in between a true gold and an antiqued gold. Kind of in between. So this is it dry. And then this is wetted. So I put it on the brush dry, and then I sprayed it with my MAC Fix Plus. And you can see that it definitely intensified the color doing it that way, versus if you put it on dry, it's a little bit more of a muted, little bit more of an antique-y gold, and it looks more like a true gold when I put it on wetted. Really absolutely gorgeous. Super, super reflective. All right, now as promised, I'm just going to do an up close of the ink, so maybe you can better appreciate the little flecks of glitter that are in that. Okay, hopefully that showed up. So that was it, guys. That was my first impression and swatch out of the new Serpentina palette by Kat Von D. This product is limited edition. I know that they are intermittently releasing palettes here and there on Kat Von D's website as well as on the Sephora website, and then it comes out in Sephora stores, I believe on the 21st or 22nd of the month. So I'll try to find that information and link it down below for you, but I know it's the end of the month that it will be coming out in person in stores for you to get hands on and play with and look at. And you guys, this palette is not for the faint of heart. I will say, if you are a nude eye person and natural eye person, and that's what you're gonna do, and that's your comfort zone, and you don't really want to step out of that box, that's cool, but this probably isn't the palette for you. Definitely bolder colors, absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited to play with this palette, and I'll be posting some looks on Instagram with it, I'm sure, and maybe I'll do a tutorial with it even. Maybe. We'll see what happens. If I ever can get done editing the ones I've already done, because I hate editing. It drives me crazy, but that's okay. I'll keep trying. Alright guys, that's it officially. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. Honestly, please. Like, I would love to hit 10 subscribers even. That would freaking like be amazing. I know that I'm new at this. I've only been doing it for like a couple months, and I'm not great at it. I don't know how people get their videos down to like a few minutes or whatever. I'm trying. I'm going to keep trying. Keep doing it. But, you know, tell your friends. If you like it, tell your friends. Share it with someone and talk to me. If you have any questions or comments, any special requests, please list them down below. I have a couple of special requests to do a brush review and to do a contouring and blush review. So I'll be doing those shortly, and then also like a super glammy nighttime look. So I'm going to be doing that as well soon, hopefully. If I can ever get caught up. Maybe I should just quit my job and just, you know, just kidding. I can't. I got bills to pay. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day. Remember, be you, do you, worry about you. Bye. Love you guys. Hello. What is my problem? And that's awesome. You know, I guess if more palettes were made this way, we could stack them like books. And that would actually be nice for space. That tape was like, what? That tape was not playing.